Hello, it's Carol Tuttle. Aloha on this Sunday afternoon here from the North Shore of Oahu. I am broadcasting from our home on the North Shore of Oahu. We're outside of Haleiwa, and many of you know about the fires that happened earlier this week on Maui, so it's just really appropriate for me to take a moment and ask that you send your prayers and your positive, hopeful energy their way. Uh, Hawaii government is not known to be real efficient when it comes to managing these kinds of issues and taking care of infrastructures. I should know. I've been here now we've owned our home on this island since 1976. My father and mother were the original owners, and my husband and I have the good fortune of now being the current owners for the last 11 years. So it is a second residence for me. Blessings to Maui. It's quite shocking and unbelievable that an entire historic town has been literally wiped off the map in a matter of a few hours. And Lahaina, I've been there many times. It was the heart of the island, the most historical in its infrastructure and buildings. And Maui, the chakras are really represented. I talk about this in my book, The Modern Chakra Guide, that the islands of Hawaii represent each of the 7 chakras, and Maui is the heart chakra. It is the island where the energy really draws honeymooners, people that are going on anniversary trips. It's known for its resorts. All the islands, except for the Big Island particularly, really their economy is built on tourism. The least visited would be, of the main 4, would be the Big Island, Hawaii, although it's getting more popular. If you want to learn about the energy of the Hawaiian Islands and how they associate with each of the 7 chakras, it's in my book, The Modern Chakra Guide. Great read, very timely read for the time in which we are living on this planet. What I teach in the book essentially is that all of the dramatic shifts and the different playing out of world events and the things that are happening really is at a core level of our personal energy system being affected because we're being upgraded at a personal energy level. The chakra energy system is getting a big boost and upgrade to be evolved as we are a humanity meant to live in more light and truth. And that particular energy shift is not a conscious awareness. It's not understood on a conscious level by most of humanity. And so as the energy, kind of like when you shine more light, there's more shadows revealed. There's more darkness presented. The shadows are more prevalent and seen by more as the light becomes more clear and more crisp and bright. And so it's not like we are new to a lot of corruptness on this planet, but we're new to being aware of so much of it. And it's up to us to choose to respond with, when I say respond in love, it doesn't mean respond in acceptance. It means if we respond in judgment and anger, we join that vibration. If we respond in more of a holy energy, energy of I want, enough is enough. I want something better. I will be that person to at least create that in my own personal existence and support others in choosing the same. And it's sort of a grassroots effort, but I know it has a massive effect on this planet's whole kind of the collective humanity is good. It's the fiber of our population, and all countries are good, honest, hardworking, really people with integrity. It's the hierarchies that are getting exposed at a level of the shadows are being shown in the hierarchical systems to say, has hierarchy been abused? Very much. And money has been a big player in that. We are the planet of money. I call Earth planet money. We have a lot of lessons to learn with money. It's a big part of our experience here, and that's why I love my course, my online course, the 30-Day Money Cure, because it helps you clean that up so you can use it as a tool in your life for good and influencing your experience in others. But okay, that was just all coming through me. I was really coming on to share my update on my plant-based lifestyle, but that was just something I was meant to share. So there you go. And plant-based, okay, about early part of April, sometime in the earliest part of April, my husband and I watched the documentary Game Changers. It's on Netflix. I highly recommend it. It's either will speak to or not you won't resonate with it, but we really resonated with it. It was very much a switch turning on us, and an impression was in that same moment. It's interesting how the documentary, as we finished watching it, we chatted afterwards, and we both felt this very strong prompting that we needed to go plant-based. And we are a whole foods in our approach to our food choices, meaning we choose, farm to table, local farming, things that we can get that have a quality of nutrition that come from a local, they are fed into the local. Like when I shop here in Hawaii, the particular grocery store I go to will have a tag that says made in Hawaii or from Hawaii or Hawaii made, and even in the produce. I'll always choose that over something that's been imported. Not only to support the local farming community here and the economy, but also I feel it's going to have a more nutrient dense base for the fact that they didn't have to pick it as early to allow for all the processing and the shipping and such. And so we went plant-based, and that did include giving up meat, eggs, dairy. I've been off sugar for almost 6 years now, so it wasn't like I ate a lot of junk food, not at all. I ate a very healthy diet, but I ate a low carb diet. My husband was full on keto when we made this choice, like super high level keto, and actually supplementing with a lot of olive oil. Well, one of the things that got our attention in the last year was his cholesterol jumped to like 299, and that's considered high. A healthy cholesterol is going to run about 180 to 200, and he's brought it down now in this time period down to 210. That's like, hello, huge shift down. He did not want to have to take statin, which is the drug prescribed when you have high cholesterol. He did not want to make that a staple in his life, and he wanted to shift it from his dietary approach, which he's successfully done. I run about 170 cholesterol level, and mine had gone up as well when I was eating more fats and meat-based products. Now, I'm not a moralist on this particular experience. I don't take a stand on we shouldn't be eating animals or any of that. I respect those that feel that way. That's your relationship with that particular experience in this world and this planet, and it's not mine to say whether that's right or wrong, but it's not mine, okay? Mine was health driven, very much health driven. I consider myself a high-level student of the longevity sciences. I'm interested in the podcasts, the books, the information that's coming forward in the last 5 years, especially on how to live longer, how to live healthy longer. It's like, I'm not interested in living longer if I can't have a healthy lifestyle and be mobile. I want to be mobile, active, aware, alert in my aging years. I'm 65 at the time. And so plant-based got my attention for that reason, that it felt correct to go into this particular experience right now. And where did I land? I can't say that I'm a huge lover of tofu. I will cook with it a little bit. My go-to was Instagram. I'm a big Instagram. I spend more time on Instagram for personal education than I do Facebook or any other platform. I use Instagram as a learning tool. I started to follow a variety of plant-based educators and bloggers that have really great Instagram accounts to learn the ways of cooking. Minimalist Baker is a really, really good one. And I tend to follow those that really dedicate their posts to their food, not a lot of other stuff in their life, like their new baby. Because I'm really interested in learning about how to cook this way. And I've achieved I feel excited, I'm very satisfied with my cooking efforts, that I've been able to produce some really tasty, yummy meals on a consistent basis. And that's a real key factor for me. I just don't want to sit down to a place of beans and rice and, it's all the same foods, but I'd rather have it concocted into an interesting enchilada with different flavors and spices and different presentations of the same food. So we're still on it. We're still committed. It still feels correct. One, I've not cooked with any meat since we shifted in April. I have had, now this is where I've landed on this. I do feel it's correct for me to eat eggs. So I've incorporated eggs again into my diet. And that might mean 4 or 5 eggs a week. And it's mainly a savory breakfast choice. I'm not cooking quiches and dinner items out of eggs. So that felt correct to incorporate eggs. I'm not a big fan of dairy overall, and so that wasn't a big, I didn't have to give up a lot on that one, but I do like melted cheese on some things, like these enchiladas I made last night. But I found the solution for me is to get a vegan-based cheese, mock-up cheese, and mix it with real cheese and do 50-50. So I'm cutting back on the dairy, it melts better, and I'm still getting the benefit of that flavor aspect and the whole, this is what I'm used to eating experience. And then we've not really had milk in our diet for decades. Went off that when my son, who is now turning 39 in a couple weeks, he had a dairy allergy along with many others in his second year of life, and I cut it out of our diet. Our kids are not raised drinking milk. And so I've been on alternative nut milks and coconut milk for a long time, so no big change there. And then I will, for example, if I've got the grandkids and we're out and we're tending them and we're responsible for their dinner and we're taking them on a little excursion and they happen to love In-N-Out, I will get a single hamburger with extra tomato, extra lettuce. And so that's the only meat product I've had in this close to 5-month experience that we've been on this. So for us, it's working. I'm a real believer in the fact that your body will tell you what you need. It's taken me a real dedicated effort to get to that place. I started with really cleaning up all the issues around food and my weight and the scale. I have a really awesome course, the Weight Loss Cure. It's a 4-week course in the Carol Tuttle Healing Center. We often do it as a group supported experience, and that has been key for me. When you have emotional issues with food, when you have emotional issues around your body and appearance, when you have shame-based beliefs and trauma held at the body level, it's really hard your body can't communicate you succinctly and intuitively. And I've really learned to listen to it and know what it wants, what it supports it. I have my weight set 3 pounds lighter than before I started, so without any real effort or even thinking I needed to lose weight, it's just that I've dropped about 3 pounds in my set point as a result of this. I know I did not have a lot of inflammation because sugar is your number one culprit and really creating an inflammatory state in the body. And since I'd been off that, I was not dealing with a lot of inflammation, but I definitely know that it's probably even less than before. And so plating my food as well is a big deal, how it looks on the plate. I make sure things look really kind of high-level restaurant style attractive. The dishes I put them on, the way I arrange the food. And that, it's interesting because my husband is a beneficiary of everything I do, but it's first and foremost because of it's a way to honor me, my body, and to enjoy the food and to feel to treat food in a reverent manner and to experience gratitude for it. It's kind of the KonMari effect with food, meaning I want it. It's like folding your clothes in a drawer. I arrange the food in a way that it looks really lovely to eat. And if you follow me on Instagram stories, you'll see me do that. I don't do it consistently, but I don't know. I'll just feel like, oh, I'm going to post this particular meal. Like I just made these really yummy croissant. I do eat some grains too once in a while. Not heavy on the grains. Croissants seem to be okay with me because they're high in fat, okay? But I made this dish that I found from an Instagrammer that I follow of how to create a hollow cavity in the croissant and bake an egg with seasoning and mushrooms and chopped onion and stuff. And I will be posting that on my stories. They go on Facebook and Instagram. I still wear a glucose monitor because it was really important to me to see, as I now went to a higher carb experience going this way, and I can show you right now what I'm at. I'm a little high right now. I'm at 1. It's starting to go down. That was because of the croissant. But if we look at my patterns, you can see that my daily patterns are all really consistently in the lower side and in the range. This is typical that I'm at least 80% or higher in my glucose range, because I've learned about my body's response to carbohydrates and sugar especially, that I will spike fairly easily and not be able to get that leveled out again unless I'm intercepting it with apple cider vinegar, gummies, or tablets. You can drink it straight or with some water, and getting some brisk walking after I eat, and that will level it out again if I do happen to eat those particular combinations. The Glucose Goddess has a lot to share about that on Instagram if you want to learn about how to manage your glucose and create a more stable experience with that, because if you're getting these peaks and valleys all day long, that's what's going to create, again, that ages your cells. Diseased cells, cells not communicating properly is what ages us. The healthier we keep our cells, the more longevity we have, and we age better. And so that you just learn all these tricks to help you with that. If you have any questions, let me know. I want to weigh in real quickly. We've had the Anti-Aging Body Lotion out on the market now for about 10 days, and I am thrilled. Thank you if you've made a purchase. We've already sold close to 1,000 of these. That is huge for a small company like us that does not specialize in skincare. This stuff is the real deal. It works. It's like the bakucha oil, the superpower ingredient in it. It's like it tunes into your skin's needs and then starts to address them as to whatever your needs are. So it gets a real personal benefit from using it. I did notice on my arm, it's cleared up now, but this arm, some little blotches came out when I started using it, and I think they were dryer patches that needed healing. So it kind of got worse before it got better, and that's okay because it brought things to the surface, and it very quickly then cleaned right up. But for me, this is a scar from a mountain biking accident. Type 3s get the biggest issues, and this one's another one. But we have the most potential for hyperpigmentation, age spots, sunspots, especially on our arms and hands. And you can see I've been using this product for over 6 months now. My arms are really healthy. My skin's super healthy without the hyperpigmentation issues. And I know this is a big reason. So I hope you'll try it out. You go to dressingyourtruth.com/body lotion. We've got it. It's on sale again. It's not as heavy of a discount as when we launched, but we have our anniversary sale going on right now. So you want to pick some of this up. I've even read some of my customers have actually bought a second bottle already. If you have the opportunity to share a gift with somebody with a birthday, when the gift giving season comes up, this would be an excellent choice of a gift because it's such a rare product. Most women don't even think about the fact that their body skin ages as well, and it's a gift to give them a resource that works. The other thing I wanted to mention, I know it's not uncommon for people to deal with foot, ankle, and leg pain or resting leg syndrome when your legs shake. Excuse me. You're talking so fast. Occasionally I talk about this product. I've been using these for, it's been 7-8 years now. But they've come out with some newer varieties. Vox, VOXX, Vox Life. I put a link in the comments. They produce athletic and wellness socks, and they have a patented technology they weave into their sole of the sock. This really helps calm down the nervous system. A lot of your foot, ankle, and leg issues are due to your nervous system being out of balance. Anything from neuropathy to shaking leg syndrome. There's just our feet, when you think about it, take a ton of wear and tear of any part of our body. Come on, look at what they're doing every day of our lives. Compression socks are getting a lot more attention these days. It's not as an aging thing, like, oh, you get old, you got to wear compression socks. I've been wearing their athletic socks for years as part of my athletic performance with working out at gyms when I was playing tennis. Now that I'm mountain bike racing, I wear them every time I'm doing anything athletic. This is their wellness sock. It's a little thicker than the athletic one. It has this really cool honeycomb weave in it. These make my feet and leg feel like they're on cloud 9. You don't have to get this color, but they have black, gray, or red and this neon yellow green, because this is more type 3. But honestly, these have been a game changer for me in helping my feet come into balance and relax. So voxlife.com/Carol Tuttle. I highly, highly recommend them. They're also big into what they call patch technology. I've got one on my other arm right here. This is, again, to help calm the nervous system. This one is for overall well-being. They've got them for metabolism, for focus, for high performance activities. They've got 6 or 7 or 8 really targeted patch technologies that will help with your brain. They work with your brain. They're again talking to your nervous system that then sends that message to your brain, because we've got this. The patch itself has the technologies that create different neural responses into the patch itself. They last 24 hours. I've used these for 5 or 6 years. I started with the socks. Marcy, my type 1 expert, she clued me into these. She's the one that found this company. They've had a rebranding of late. They've gone to the next level to really get their technology out there, because it's such good stuff that, in my opinion, is quite affordable for the benefit that you get. Does anybody have any questions? I'm going to read a few. Thank you so much for the commentaries and the testimonials. I'm loving the Anti-Aging Body Lotion. If I just started using it 2 days ago and my skin feels so soft. I have minor keratosis pilaris in my upper arm. Skin is looking smoother. Give it time. Give that time. It may have some function in getting a little more irritated as it's getting to healing at a deeper level, and that's just part of the healing process. Andy says, I love Vox socks, insoles, and patches. Yay! Did you hear about those from me, Andy? I use a device called Apollo to help anxiety and sleep. You wear it on your wrist, ankle. Has made a huge difference. Yeah, I have an Aura ring that tracks all my sleep, and my sleep is always like, let's see what it is today. I'm into they call them bio-wearables. I'm super into bio-wearable stuff. Let's see what the Aura ring reading is today. Oh! There it is. See, I'm not paying for this subscription because this is always my score. 80 good, meaning I had really good sleep, meaning I had a lot of my REM, my deep sleep were all good. I had readiness. That's the first one. Like I wake up ready to go, feeling rested and refreshed. It was good. The sleep was optimal, and then my activity, meaning it's a good day to work out, be active, do whatever I want. 94. I am in 85. I am in this range every single day. I do have a clearing for sleep issues in my healing center. If you're not getting great sleep, there's a lot that you can do on an emotional, mental level to shift that pattern before you invest in this technology. So, kind of fun to learn about all these things. I'll have to show you some of my other, I don't know, let me know in a comment if you're interested in more of my bio-wearables and the things, health appliances. We have a mecca of them. We're like, we could sell memberships. Not necessarily at this location in Hawaii. They're mostly in our Draper, Utah home. There's a lot of them. But I'm happy to share what I've learned through the years to help me sustain a really healthy level of wellness. I'll read comments on occasion that say, I wish I had as much energy as Carol. Well, that's just not luck. That's not an accident. That's a dedicated effort on my part through my lifestyle, my food choices, my fitness commitment, my health appliances, and I don't carry around, I've done so much wonderful deep healing over the last over 30 years that I don't have stress. I don't get emotionally triggered. It's even rare that John triggers me anymore, and that's huge. We're together a lot. And he used to be the number one, we were we really, we joked with each other that the saying we followed was, you date and date and date till you find someone that triggers you more than anyone else and you marry them. That was us. So we're good. We're in our zone now. After should we get divorced conversations, those have been many years ago that we've had those, but boy, we had them pretty routinely. So I'm saying that it's not because, oh, lucky Carol, she just happens to be a human with a lot of energy. No, I make an effort to make choices. It's all about choice and accountability, cause and effect. These are the things that will create our life experience. What are your thoughts? What are your beliefs? I just learned off a podcast I was listening to this week. If you were overweight, let's say obese, you were a regular smoker and you had negative beliefs about aging, you would have a longer life expectancy if you never lost any weight, you kept smoking, but you changed your beliefs about aging. In fact, I made a calendar for next year's group-supported healing center courses. Which 5 are we going to do? And I need to go look at it now. Kim, maybe you can tell me. I don't know if I've ever shown that to you yet, but my amazing support angel, Kim, I know I saw her in the comment thread. I want to make sure we have the course on pro-aging, the anti-aging course. Because honestly, that course, it's a 3-week course, will kick out all of those ageism beliefs, cultural stereotypical beliefs that people just wake up with one day. I'm like, why do people start thinking like this? Because they hit a certain age, and it's all so negative and limiting. And shifting that will give you more longevity. Now, you might want to quit overeating, in the example of this person. You might want to lose some weight, stop smoking, because I don't know how your quality of life will be. You might live longer, but I don't know. You might be coughing a lot and have a lot of type 2 diabetes and other stuff going on. But I found that fascinating, how much our belief system, and that's science-based. I'm listening to doctors and researchers that are really speaking from this space, not just somebody's, what used to just be considered sort of woo-woo, new agey in the consciousness movement is now hard science. That's what's cool, because I've been in this space for over 30 years, and it's like, oh, now they've got the evidence scientifically by actual research that shows what we were teaching all along is legit. So let me see if there's any more questions. Pro-aging sounds even better. Yes, I'd love to do. Let's see. You're inspired. Oh, thank you. I wrote, and if you haven't seen my other posts today, I've been very active online today. I felt really impressed to share my experience with my religion, and it's really about my belief in God and my connection with a loving divine presence that I know has been with me my entire life. Check that post out if that's really timely for you, and you might find it beneficial. I've had a lot of good feedback on that. So, alrighty, I think that's it. If you've got any questions about the plant-based stuff, let me know. I trust your journey. If it's not your thing right now, great. I don't want anyone coming on and making a comment, like preaching about it or thinking that, everyone has their own journey. And for some people, they have to have things play out. The cause and effect is huge. That we got to trust the process people go through to get the learning that they're meant to get in the perfect manner that they come to it. Not because we've gotten there already, or you know what, maybe it's not ever correct for them. That's a big part of life lessons, is to accept the diversity of these many, that each individual has a correct path for them. There's some, the absolute truths of, is it cause and effect, is an absolute truth for me. Cause and effect. Certain energy creates certain energetic outcomes. Choice and accountability. It's part of the universal laws that I believe in, that what we choose, we are, through that process of cause and effect, we get to be accountable for on some level. On some level. Maybe not morally or intellectually, but the body will take the hit if necessary. So I do believe in accountability. I believe we live in a very fair system, and that choice and accountability and cause and effect create a level of fairness for all of us, because it's the reality we're creating. So thanks for watching. I want to give a shout out to my team. They're amazing. I know you know that if you're in any of our Facebook groups. They're really there to support and aid you. We've got Style School coming up in a few weeks. We've been putting together a great 4-week program, and it's experience for lifestyle members. We hope you'll join in on the experience with us. You can become a member at dressingyourtruth.com/lifestyle. Thanks for watching, everyone.